Same nation, same engineering genius, same obsession with armor. 80 years apart. One was built in the darkest chapter of human history, a machine so feared that Allied soldiers reported seeing tigers everywhere, even when none were present. The other is what German engineering became when the world had 80 years to learn from its mistakes. One question, two tanks, one battlefield. What happens when Germany fights itself? The year is 1942. The Eastern Front is consuming everything. The Wehrmacht needs something that can stop the Soviet T-34, something that can stop the Churchill, something that can stop anything. The answer is the Panzerkampfwagen 6, the Tiger I. From the moment it appeared on the battlefield, it changed the psychology of armored warfare forever. Not because of its numbers. Germany never built many Tigers, only 1,347 in total over the entire war, but because of what it represented. The Tiger I weighed 57 tons, at a time when most tanks weighed 30. Its frontal armor was 100 millimeters thick, enough to laugh at most Allied shells at combat range. Its side armor, 80 millimeters. Even from the sides, it was nearly impenetrable at standard engagement distances. And the gun, the 88mm KWK-36 cannon, originally designed as an anti-aircraft weapon, repurposed as the most feared tank gun of World War II. It could penetrate the armor of virtually any Allied tank at ranges exceeding 2,000 meters, 2 kilometers. The Sherman tank needed to get within 200 meters to reliably penetrate Tiger armor from the front. The Tiger could kill it before it even got close. Its crew was elite. German tankers were among the best trained in the world. Men like Otto Carius and Michael Wittmann turned the Tiger into a legend. Wittmann alone destroyed over 130 Allied vehicles in his career. The Tiger I was not just a tank. It was a statement. We built something you cannot stop. The year is 1979. The Cold War has turned Europe into a powder keg again. NATO needs a tank that can face the Soviet Union's T-72 and T-80 on the plains of Germany. Ironically, the same plains where the Tiger once rolled. West Germany's answer is the Leopard 2. If the Tiger I was a statement of dominance, the Leopard 2 is a statement of perfection. Weight, 62 tons, heavier than the Tiger, but everything else is different. The Leopard 2 is powered by an MTU MB873 diesel engine generating 1,500 horsepower. Maximum road speed, 68 kilometers per hour. Cross-country, 55 kilometers per hour. The Tiger I could manage 45 kilometers per hour on a good road. Cross-country, it slowed to a crawl and frequently broke down entirely. Its mechanical reliability was catastrophic. Every Tiger crew knew their tank was as likely to be lost to mechanical failure as to enemy fire. The Leopard 2 does not break down. Its composite armor, classified like the Abrams, is a generation beyond anything the Tiger carried. The exact composition is secret, but NATO testing has demonstrated it can withstand hits from weapons that Tiger's designers could not have imagined. And the gun. The Rheinmetall 120mm smoothbore cannon. It fires a tungsten or depleted uranium penetrator round at 1,750 meters per second. The Tiger's 88mm was devastating in 1942. The Leopard 2's 120mm would have ended any Tiger it met before the Tiger crew even knew they were being targeted. Modern fire control, thermal imaging, laser rangefinder, ballistic computer. The Tiger's crew aimed with their eyes and experience. The Leopard 2 aims with mathematics. Let's put them side by side. Armor protection, Leopard 2 wins. Classified composite versus 100mm rolled steel, no comparison. Firepower, Leopard 2 wins. The 120mm versus the 88mm. Penetration, range, accuracy, all superior. Speed and reliability, Leopard 2 wins, decisively. The Tiger broke down constantly. The Leopard 2 is engineered for sustained operations. Fire control, Leopard 2 wins. Thermal imaging, laser rangefinder, ballistic computer versus optical sights, and crew experience. Psychological impact? Tiger wins. No modern tank has ever made soldiers report seeing ghosts. The Tiger's reputation preceded it onto every battlefield it touched. Crew quality? Draw. Both represent the best of German military tradition, disciplined, experienced, deeply trained. But here is the question that makes this interesting. The Tiger dominated its era completely. In the right conditions, hull down, long-range engagement, ambush position, it was nearly unstoppable. Does any of that translate against a tank from 80 years in the future? For this scenario, the rolling plains of northern Germany, open terrain, visibility, excellent, 5 kilometers of flat ground between them. Both crews know exactly what they are facing. The Tiger crew has been briefed. There is a modern tank ahead. They don't know its specifications, but they know German engineering. They trust it. The Leopard 2 crew knows exactly what a Tiger 1 is. They have studied it. Some of their grandfathers fought in one. The battle begins at dawn. The Tiger spots the Leopard 2 at 3,000 meters. The commander orders a halt. Hull down position behind a low ridge. The Tiger's greatest tactic, the ambush. The 88mm gun swings toward the target. The gunner calculates wind, distance, angle, everything by eye, by instinct, by years of training. He fires. The shell travels the 3,000 meters in just over 3 seconds. It strikes the Leopard 2's glasses plate and deflects. The Tiger crew stares. In their entire experience, nothing deflects an 88mm round at this range. Not a Churchill, not a Sherman, not a T-34. They reload, fire again. The second round strikes the Leopard 2's composite armor and deflects again. Inside the Leopard 2, the crew barely feels the impacts. The commander watches through his thermal sight. He has been tracking the Tiger since 4,000 meters. He saw it stop. He saw the muzzle flash. He watched the rounds come in. He waited. He wanted to understand what he was fighting. Now he understands. He gives the order. The Leopard 2's 120mm cannon fires once. At 3,000 meters, with a ballistic computer handling every variable, the round is essentially guaranteed to hit. It strikes the Tiger 1's frontal armor. 100mm of rolled homogeneous steel, the finest armor of 1942, meets a depleted uranium penetrator moving at 1,750 meters per second. There is no contest. The Tiger crew never had a chance, not because they lacked courage, not because they lacked skill, but because the Leopard 2 was built by people who studied every weakness the Tiger ever had and spent 80 years fixing each one. The Tiger 1 was the greatest tank of its era. The Leopard 2 is the greatest tank of its era. The difference is 80 years of warfare, metallurgy, computing, and the accumulated lessons of every tank battle ever fought. But here is what history will not forget. The Tiger 1, with 1,347 units produced, tied down Allied resources that outnumbered it 20-1. It forced entire tactical doctrines to be rewritten. It made soldiers afraid in a way no other tank in history has matched. The Leopard 2 is a better machine by every measurable standard. But the Tiger was built to be feared, and it succeeded so completely that its legend still reaches across 80 years to the tank that replaced everything it stood for. Tiger 1 versus Leopard 2. Old legend versus modern masterpiece. Germany versus Germany. The Leopard 2 wins the battle, but the Tiger won the century. Because some machines are not measured by what they defeated. They are measured by what they made the world believe.